Greetings everybody and welcome back to Hatch Iron 4. My name is Cam9000 and we are playing Brazil. Now in our last episode we managed to take the rest of Colombia. We took Panama and we got a bit of a scare when we took Cuba because the United States joined the war with them, but fortunately for us they decided to join Germany, who has been halted a bit here in the Soviet Union. Still doing well, but have been halted, and the Soviet Union is doing well on Japan and China, which is very good, and Italy is still doing quite well in Africa, which is unfortunate. But we are preparing our troops for taking Costa Rica, Nigeria and Honduras. So let's get right into it. Let's start on speed 3. Now we are missing resources, but if we are using them all, if I remember correctly, yes, we will be trading away every single civilian factory we have. So let's not do that. And we want to have those made. We have some resistance, not surprising, and we are actually sending troops to handle it as we are speaking. And it doesn't seem, let's turn the speed a bit up, it doesn't seem we'll have any issue with taking the rest, even though it's going to take quite a few days. But again, we have lots of convoys, we have good army experience, we're doing well in tech, we are trying to bet a bit more excavation because we do have a few natural resources, and of course it would be good to be able to utilize those aspects a bit more. Yes, like we're gaining only 45, so yeah. And that's with excavation 1 and 2, so that's not good. And we're gaining less due to we are gentle, which is interesting. But yeah, we are having a great war here. We are making infantry equipment, even though we may not be needing, let's just take this, we may not be needing, like, how is our conscription? Limited only? Well, why not? We have 1.5 million almost. How many tanks do we have? Quite a few actually, 1.5. And also quite a lot of motorized. Yes, and we made those last time with a 18. How much does a tank take? The question is, should we have more tanks? I think not. I think we would actually rather have a bit more motorized, if any. Yes, more motorized, and we will begin to make, like, how many do they require of medium tanks? So 280. We should be able to make 2, almost 3, almost 4. Let's put it up here. Yeah, we are missing a few heavy tanks, but that's okay. So we are beginning to make our glorious army. We do not have self-propelled, do we? No, we do not. That was what I do believe I was thinking regarding Are we researching it? No, we're not. Well, I was thinking that we may be making self-propelled artillery, which we apparently are not. And that could be the reason why we hold back. I can't remember from the last episode to now. But we are definitely putting out a bit more civilian factories, so we have more to trade with. Because we definitely going to need that. And 24 more divisions. We are definitely going to need that as well. Very good. Still have quite a few medium tanks. Awesome. I do believe we will probably have some medium tanks in our motorized as well, and then a self-propelled maybe. We will look into that when we have finished excavation. And we are preparing for war with 3 nations, but I think already now we might as well prepare for war with El Salvador and Guatemala as well. And why not Mexico as well? Stalingrad, well, that's not good. Every single troop is ready at the moment, so we just need 75 days more to pass. We are actually trading some oil too. Yeah, they're gone, aren't they? Yep, pretty much. So yeah, we just need to finish some tech and get some justification out of the way so we can get more land, and when we have that, we should be golden and ready for the future of invading the United States. Now that's definitely the goal. Is it achievable? I don't know, but time will definitely tell. And as I talked about in the earlier episode, my idea is when when Germany is starting to bleed manpower and we can see them being pushed back, and an invasion here as well is starting to push in, we will most likely declare war upon the United States and take advantage of that situation. Very good. We are not going to take this yet. That may be that is most likely the reason why we haven't been taking self-propelled, because we're about to hit medium tank 3. Only 45 days, so we should be very good there. And all of these tanks we are actually having here is going to be outdated. We are still making convoys. I don't know if we're in need of convoys. Actually, instead of making even more convoys, let's make some light cruisers. Let's make some... What is the difference? A lot more firepower. Same evasion. Longer range. Use a bit more port. More anti-air. You know what? Let's take the super heavy battleship. That's quite a while. can... Yeah, that's most likely what we're going to be making. Let's do it like that. Yes, we need tons of steel. Yep. 105. Well, I can't trade away all my factories. I need more to be able to do that. But when we are at war with El Salvador, it should help. I'm quickly going to try and see if this helps. I don't think it's that much needed, but I just feel like the game is definitely later on in those years really dragging down on the performance, which is such a shame, but it's helping a bit now. And it's not that I have a weak computer, it's just the Paradox games tend to, when you get after a certain point, it starts to really be a drag on your system. You want military access? Sure. I will try in between episodes see if I can find an ideal way to optimize so it works a bit better, because it's extremely laggy when you get to around 42, 43, but there's also a lot of things happening in the game. But it is a shame, because when you're playing like Brazil, it's a bit of a boring situation when you're just waiting for a justification like we are right now. We had 86 days, so we're getting there, but slowly. Disperse fighting, interesting and good. We'll probably need to be focusing soon on some interesting, 44 days only, cool. But be focusing a bit more on naval. 27, 41 days. We're going to take that one taking the longest time, because that is our greatest bonus. Because if it's 21 days and without it's only 42 days, where this would be 80 days. So might as well take advantage of that. We just hit 1943. $98 days that we're at, so about a month. Still see some weather effect. Interesting. And medium tank done. We're going to make the self-propelled version as well, and you will switch over, and we might as well use some of our vast experience to just improve it like a bit all around, and say we're going to make the Mark 1. Though it is going to be slowly produced, it's going to be a huge boost compared to those we have now. A bit more expensive, which is always the disadvantage of going up a tier and all that. It gets more expensive. 19. Might as well take the MPs. I just remembered we are in 43, so we should. Yes, we want the efficiency growth to be better instead of the cap being higher. We want to be able, when we change around, it should be more efficient. I know that we are hitting in the later end of the game, so the efficiency retain could be better, but you're just retaining it, but it's not growing as fast. So we want to be able to get up faster, even though we are losing a bit more of their experience, so to speak. Yeah, the efficiency, which is quite good. Lack of resources, yes. Not surprised. It's definitely holding me back. Very good. We have a light ship in the making. Let's do it like that. And so we only want this single one as of now, because as soon as we have Tech 3 of light cruisers ready, we definitely want to be making those as the next. Come on. Thank you. And ooh, how long? 35 days. Whoa. 35 days for 1944. Yes, please. So we are making a super heavy battleship. Let's just make a single one, and when it's done, we'll definitely take advantage of that. But we also got our war, so let's begin. Might as well just declare war on them all right away. Good. So now we just want them to get in there, take them down. It's going to give us a bit of resources, not that much. A lot of military factories. Whoa, that's good. And they surrender. So a total of what? 9 military factories and 4 civilian and 3 dockyards. That's pretty cool. I definitely like that. And your goal is just simply to keep advancing. Just continue onward to victory. 77 days. I would much rather have better output from our factories, please. And that's going to be focused on our super heavy battleship 1. I definitely doubt that we need more military factories. So let's keep going. And we are now getting medium self-propelled artillery 3, which is very good. We want to produce, yes. There we go. And motorized. You want a single heavy tank and then some self-propelled artillery. Good. One field hospital, logistics and engineering. Good. Now we don't have any, so it's not an issue. I think we're going to have to self-propelled there. We have artillery here, which is good. And now we want a lot of motorized as well. Oh, we can't produce any more. Due to what? Capped by max manpower in the field, 75% of Interesting. So we can't field any more troops than this. Okay. So we are definitely making a big army compared to we are Brazil. And the United States have troops here to help. Well, I'm happy to see that you are actually helping me. Surrender now. Thank you. Again, lots of military factories and a few civilian, which is of course good. I'm not sure if we need to take like we have a ton of military factories to spare, which of course is good. You will prepare that front and you will prepare on this front, and objective is to take and objective is to of course take. Go. Get on the line, get ready. We are focusing very heavily on our light cruiser and super heavy battleship. Very good. We're about to get our super heavy battleship, which is quite exciting compared to we are Brazil, and we are getting some of the highest tech of naval power. Now it's not in the field, which is another thing. We'll need to make them, but all in due time. After that, I think we'll be making the destroyer as well, even though it'll take quite a few more days. And before using our fleet against a nation like United States, we're definitely going to need some naval doctrine to help improving them. How long are we with justification? Very soon are we ready for our next war. Good. Yes, and let's get the 1940. And a very, very, very cool thing about the super heavy battleship 2 is of course that it's a 1944 design, if I remember correctly. Yes, so we are 1943 and we already now have a 1944 design. We're not working on it at the moment, and it's going to need a lot of steel. I have no doubt about that. We definitely need a good amount of medium self-propelled. Do it like that. Like this instead. It's more important to get those out than the heavy tanks. How many factories do we have at the moment? Well, it's definitely improving, and we could be making more, which I believe we will, because we're definitely going to need it to be able to trade for resources, especially when we're going to declare war on the United States. That's going to be pain. There we go. We can't see how many they have, but it should be quite good as well. And we are ready in just a single day. And we will quickly take these, and after that we're going to prepare on the Mexican front. Go and go. Not surprised that joined the Axis. I doubt there will be a proper naval invasion, but if they want, it shall be welcome. Do they have any resources? Not really. Reason why we took this were due to the chromium. Otherwise I would have left Mexico alone, or Cuba alone. Just keep pushing in. There we go. When you finish, just keep pushing as well. And when you are finished, you will keep pushing as well. Come on. Thank you. Oh, we should probably have waited with the attack. Well, we're going to have that bonus for the 1944 destroyer, so that's good as well. And surrender. Thank you. Do we have any soldiers? We do, but it's the cav to maintain the peace. Yeah, which probably is rising a bit. Yes, not surprising. Very good. Very good, very good. You will get to the Mexican border. Primary, well, yeah, all the line actually. And you will be focusing on taking as much as possible. And likewise with you. But you will have a small group, like single division. Focus on that. And when they are at the line, we will declare the war against Mexico. And hopefully the United States won't take too much from them. Like how much war participation? 15%, that's pretty good compared to what we have. 3 million, that's a lot. How does it look in Soviet territory? Not good. Most of Finland has returned and looks like they are trying to cover in Moscow. A proper invasion like this and just keep on going would be great. Good to see they are actually winning quite well down in Africa and still winning here, even though the Japanese have made a naval invasion. Still looking decent in Asia, but we need it to be decisive. You're not ready. If you believe you're ready, I will declare the war, but I know you will right away begin to move. Yeah, that. Oh, I just want to go up there. Interesting. And they turned out to have a bit more troops over here, it seems. They were most likely preparing for me because they can see what Brazil already have. I like the fact that we almost have all of South America, just needing a few provinces. Yeah, we are definitely marching on which is good to see. Just needed to be even more now. And there goes Yugoslavia. It took quite a while for them to lose, but it finally happened, unfortunately. Quite curious to see if the Americans are going to take anything. Pretty decent size actually. 48 to 61. That's good numbers actually. Though I doubt they have as good tech as we do. So numbers alone is not going to save them. How? Ooh. Yeah, that would be every single we have. You know what? Let me get 5 more worth of steel, and I'm happy. Yeah, we definitely need a lot of self-propelled artillery. Very good. And you should only... Yeah, the Americans and United Kingdom have started to press on, which of course is not good. We did not get the oil. Just have to keep pushing as much as we can. Very good, those 5 division will squash the resistance up here, and Europe will just keep moving on to the north. Yeah, the Americans are definitely just invading, which makes me fearful of, are we even capable of taking on the Americans? To be honest, I seriously doubt it. We're going to give it a shot, without doubt. But I do have my doubts, to be honest. Yeah, naval invasion in Brazil. I doubt it will happen. Now the question is, when we have finished here, do we want to continue with the devious plan of attacking the United States? Or are we going to prepare for something else at first? Is there more land we can take? Naval invasion of Japan is a possibility. That could be quite interesting, but that means we need to be sure we have naval superiority. Otherwise I'm going to lose quite a few. And we got our light cruiser. Yes. Interesting. I just want the capital, then I'm just happy. But I think that will be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and in the next one we will finish our war with Mexico and then decide what we're going to do. But I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.